What's up, hey fans? What's going on, man? It is the homie, Mainman Mademan here. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing. We coming back, man, all day. You know what I'm saying? Want to get on here bright and early. Good morning to everyone. Live in full effect. It's about 8:50 out here in the DMV. Salute to everybody, man. This morning, I hope y'all have a good, blessed day out there, man. But first thing of the day, I guess we're gonna pick up where we left off yesterday, huh? Back talking about the Haneys once again. As predicted, as I told y'all yesterday, I'm expecting Bill Haney or Devin Haney, for that matter, to have came out and to do some sort of cleanup act without Gary Russell Jr. being present. You know, I was expecting something like that. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what we got. We got Bill Haney last night back on Barbershop Conversations. Salute the Fred of Barbershop Conversations. Comes back last night to do the cleanup act. And, we didn't see Devin. Devin didn't show up as though, we was expecting to see Devin. We were hoping to hear from Devin. But instead, his father showed up. And don't get it twisted, fight fans. I tell y'all, you know what I'm saying? I like Devin. I like Devin. I truly do. I like Devin. And I like his daddy. His daddy is a cool dude, it seems like, But, it's just that, and Devin just seemed like he's a good kid. He's a good kid that does everything that his daddy asks him to do. So, of course, when you have a good kid that follows the rules of their parents, instead of going outside and getting into a fight with the kid next door, instead of doing that, they'll go run in the house and get their parents, and so their parents can come outside and then maybe fight the battles for them. That's a smart way for Devin Haney to do things, I guess, It is what it is. Now, before we get more into this, what's up, Marquise? Good morning, fam. Good morning to you. Before we get more into this, I want to clean something up from yesterday, and that is I wanted to talk about the Terrence Crawford and Gary Russell Jr. situation where they say Gary Russell Jr. broke Terrence Crawford's jaw, where I kind of got that story mixed up, where I said in the video that it had occurred in sparring, and it did not occur in sparring. You know what I'm saying? Sorry about that, fam. I got my dog trying to get up. But it did not occur in sparring. So it occurred outside the ring, and it happened back in the amateur Olympic days, and it seems to me that, Terrence Crawford walked up to Gary Russell Jr., asking Gary Russell Jr. about a sparring session that he thought he looked good in. Gary gave him the true answer. Terrence ain't like it. Terrence took a quick one to the jaw. I haven't heard Terrence Crawford come out and refute it. It is what it is. Look, man, don't surprise me none. That's Gary Russell Jr. That's Mr. Gary Russell Jr. Y'all don't understand how we move out here. You did. You know what I mean? Like, this the DMV, bro. And if you straight from the heart of the DMV, the DC side, dog, we move a certain way. We don't tolerate all that mouth. You know what I mean? That's just the way it go down out here. So it's just the way it is. So that story don't surprise me, nah. And that don't take away no respect whatsoever from Terrence Crawford for me. And keep in mind, fight fans, I'm not down to see a fight between Terrence Crawford and Gary Russell Jr. Hell no. Nah. Why would I want to see the two most duck fighters in boxing go up, bring it 4 weight divisions together to bring a fight? That is the most dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. So no, I do not back a fight. It happens. That's Mr. Gary Russell Jr. There's a reason he walks into certain rooms and gets certain levels of respect. There's a reason why Bill Haney is out on that joint like, yo, I got respect for Gary. I just want to know how far I can push the line. There's a reason he's speaking that way. You did. But see, the one thing about Gary Russell Jr., though, fam, you ain't going to see Big Gary, the pops. You ain't going to see Big Gary out here on interviews, fighting for his son. You're going to see the sons out here. You're going to see them in the trenches. You're not going to see Big Gary out here calling up Fred of Barbershop Conversations like, let me get my word out for my son. Nah, bro. That ain't how he moves. You know what I'm saying? That ain't how he moves. Stormy B, man. Good morning, family. KP from KC5. What's up with you, man? Good morning. Good morning. You out with the dog? Yeah, I got the dogs out here running around Marquise this morning, man. Matter of fact, check it out, fam. Check this out. Hold on. How you turn the camera? Oh, look. She is begging me, right? She's trying to get past me. I'm sitting on the steps. So she is looking at me. You see the other one back there. They both wanting to get in the house. It's about a good 80 degrees out here. So they out here, yeah, man, they out here thirsty. I let them run for a minute. So when they go back in the house, they knocked out. You know what I'm saying? Real spill. Real spill. Who you think runs 135? Great question. I think the winner of Teofimo Lopez versus Vasil Lomachenko. They run 135. It's just only the right way to call it because you'll have an undisputed champion. I don't think there's a number one right now. But I do believe when their fight is settled, then we can determine who the number one. Now, I want to get back to Devin Haney. Now, here's the thing. I don't want to like I said, I don't want to go too hard on Devin because I like Devin. Now let's keep it 100 here. You know what I'm saying? Now Devin Haney, I like you, bro, but you and your pops ran to a very, very safe space over there at the zone. Y'all ran to a very, 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 very safe space and didn't want to call back and say y'all want fights. You know what I mean? Y'all ran over there to Eddie Hearn trying to chase a bag. Eddie Hearn ain't got y'all one significant fight yet. You did. Y'all talking about, oh, you want to fight Tank, but you saying it from the zone. And you know damn well that Tank ain't going to no the zone. You say you want to fight Gary, but you saying it from the zone. You did. You didn't have to go to the zone. Y'all chose to go to the zone. And then you want to yell back and say, oh, Al, pull out some money. Wow, you know Eddie and Al don't do business. Y'all know this. Y'all talking from safe spaces, cousin. We know what's going on around here, man. We know what's going on. Devin been getting real vocal, but didn't fight nobody yet. Look at what's going on over there, bro. Like, Devin Haney is the only one without an opponent. Come on, man. You got Ryan Garcia on there over there on the zone. His fight is already set with Luke Campbell. You got Javier Fortuna going in with Jorge Linares. Where does this leaving Devin Haney, who up and packed his bags and ran over there to Uncle Eddie? You know what I'm saying? Where does this leave his belt? Look how he got his belt. But yet you want to run over there and fake like you A-side, cousin. Nah, bro, you don't run nothing. You take the offer that Gary gives you. You are not the A-side. Y'all don't make no demands out this bitch. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, when I listened to that whole barbershop conversations thing, the cleanup act, this we knew was coming, guess what I did not hear? A counter offer. Like Gary told you in the first interview. Where was the counter offer? That's all we wanted to hear. I heard Bill Haney say, yeah, I got the number from Gary. You know, I passed the number on to the powers that be, and I just left it at that. That ain't how you do business. And so, of course, you're going to throw that number to Eddie. Eddie going to look at the number and say, but if you are initiating, you say, y'all call Gary, right? Then why y'all ain't call your man? Why y'all ain't call Eddie and say, Eddie, okay, if you don't like that number, I'm going to call Gary back and see if we can get a better number. Ain't none of that happen. Y'all just popping smoke. Y'all just talking shit. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. Now, keep in mind, fight fans. Devin Haney, much respect to him, but Devin Haney, you just got in the way. At the end of the day, and I want everybody to hear this shit. Let's not make no mistakes about it. Let's not forget what Gary's target is. And that is Vasyl Lomachenko. It's just that Haney, you in the way. You the WBC champion. He the WBC franchise, which means someone has to go through you to get back to him. You just in the way, cuz. Ain't nobody really thinking about you like that. You just in the way. You feel me? So you know, all of this Bill stunting in front, and then, you know, it's funny. Oh, yeah, you know, he ain't connected like that in the streets and blah, blah. You don't know how shit go down out here like that, bro. You might know some cats up there in Baltimore. You don't know how shit very good in this town. Trust me. Very, very good in this town. He's beyond good. I know that for a fact. So you don't know what connections. Bro, stop it, bro. You was not talking like that when Gary was on the line. You wasn't even talking like that, bro. You wasn't even, oh, he wasn't this. He ain't got this. He can't do. You wasn't even. You was there for the cleanup act, homie. You know what I'm saying? And who clout chasing now? He on the show, oh, yeah, I want to hear talk to the people who was against me. You know what I'm saying? That's clout chasing, homie. You trying to kick up a gin up a fight. That's clout chasing. Gary already said what he got to say. He already said what he got to say. Is you going to let little Devin off the porch? That's the question. Or you going to keep fighting Devin's battles? Riddle me that. Stormy B, man. Main man, the era. Upon reflection, you'll be able to hang a dress, a garter, pumps, and lipstick on these dudes. Point blank, period. Exactly. The sad part is, Stormy B, man, is that a lot of the fans don't even be seeing this, man. Like, it's super obvious to me, bro. That man ran to a safe space and then started calling. You look at Devin. I'm going to keep it 100. I don't want to do too much to Devin. Why Devin ain't going to 140? Devin told us if he couldn't get the Vasyl Lomachenko fight 2 fights ago, he heading up to 140. He ain't going to wait on Loma, right? But yet he's still down at 135. Why the hesitance to go to 140? Well, I mean, he don't want to deal with Ramirez. He don't want to deal with the Josh Taylors of the world. They right on your side of the tracks. They on DAZN. They on ESPN. Which is that what's going on? Regis Prograis up there. You don't want to deal with that smoke. It's like you crunching at 35, homeboy. I know coronavirus got you pushing the pounds. So what's up with the hesitation to go to 140? You've been at 35. You know they currying you at 35, bro. I mean, they maneuvering Ryan Garcia around him. They're maneuvering Lomachenko around him. Why are you still there? Why are you still there? I don't understand this shit. But y'all want to go call out Lil Gary. But yeah, y'all don't even want to step up to 140. Bro, And then not to mention, Devin Haney was on the biggest show of his life when he had to fight on that YouTube show with the Jake Paul and all that. Performance was flat, 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 bro. When the whole world was watching, flat performance. Oh, it was a shoulder, Mainman Mademan. He had to go get surgery, Mainman Mademan. Miss me with it. He the one that wanted to get in that fight. And that's always a convenient excuse after you get your ass whooped. Oh, it was my shoulder. Just like J-Rock. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, man. I'm sick of these cats, mo, with all of this line, bro. Gary told y'all what it was. I sought him out. I gave him a number. I never heard back from him, period. And then we got Pops coming out here with, no, my son is this. No, I'm defending Team Haney. I'm Team Haney. And then when I glanced at the Johnny with some little big head dude on there, just as loud as he was, I'm looking at this shit show like, yo, are you serious? This shit is a circus, bro. Look at all these clowns. Man, come on, bro. Stop it, man. Stop it, dog. Like, y'all gonna stop, man. DMV got Gary, bro. We got Gary. We got Gary. Always know that, you know what I'm saying? Always. These fighters performing their own version of Dancing with the Stars all day, bro. All day. All day, bro. Like I said, man, I like Devin, but Devin need to figure it out, bro. You ran into the zone. And now you want to fight Tank after you go to the zone. When you right there under Floyd. But, I'm going to run to the zone, then say I want to fight Tank. Y'all are doing Eddie Hearn's business. That's what y'all doing. Y'all are doing Eddie Hearn's business. Y'all are sitting back. Eddie looking at y'all as pawns, bro. For one, y'all came over there and got a good deal because y'all promoting yourself. Congratulations for that. But at the end of the day, Eddie is like, I'm not going to give them. I'm going to work them. And he working y'all. Y'all don't even see what he doing. He trying to use y'all to bring other names over there. That ain't what Devin Haney's supposed to be. Devin Haney's supposed to be a champion. Which means that he's supposed to move like one. Not be used as bait. Oh, they using him like they did with Tevin Farmer. Remember, they got Tevin Farmer over there with Lou DiBella. And what happened? Tevin Farmer couldn't get a big name. Oh, but we using you to bring Tank over. Oh, yeah, we want him to put him in a fight with Tank. We're going to get Tank all of this money. They were using Tevin Farmer to bring Tank over. Just now they using your ass to try to bring other fighters over, Devin. Wake up, bro. Wake up. Wake up, Bill. Look out for your son. Look at what's going on. Y'all doing Eddie Hearn's business. That's what y'all doing. People may say Tank ain't fight nobody, but was in bigger fights than Devin and Ryan and Teofimo all day. All day, because Tank rolling with the right people. Tank knew that I'm in the right position. I'm with someone that's really looking out to try to make me a star. Not use me as bait. Not use me as a pawn. You know what I mean? That's what's going on with Devin. And he's sitting there happy with that. Oh, we can't get no fights. We can't get no fights. You can't get no fights because he got you in the lane of pawn. He got you in the lane of bait. That's why you can't get no fights. Y'all better realize what Eddie is doing. Eddie been doing this game since day one. I'm going to grab who I can grab from America, and I'm going to use the B to C level names to try to lure over the A level names. It's a fucking trap, bro. And y'all are the bait. But you got the nerve to talk about Gary and how he moving in his business. Did you know that Gary commands a certain number every time he fights? To all of you fans out there who be like, oh, well, Gary only fight once a year. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Because Gary is Mr. Gary Russell Jr. So when you put him in the ring, you're going to have to pay him like Mr. Gary Russell Jr. He ain't taking shorts off none of these cats. Yo, that when I be on here telling y'all cats about suits, dog, this mentality is shared around here, bro. We don't care for suits, bro. Suits don't run shit. You know what I'm saying? We run the suits. And that's how Gary moved. It's foreign to a lot of people out there because they don't understand this shit. Because Devin rather be a pawn. He'd rather be bait. He's Tank bait. He's Gary bait. You know what I'm saying? That's what he is. He's bait. They say, oh, we signed with Eddie because we thought we won't get the Lomachenko fight. Oh, so you running and chasing Lomachenko. When you got Tank right there, when you got Gary right there, when you got Shakur right there, you got a lot of names in there, bro, and you running and chasing Lomachenko. When Lomachenko was putting obstacle after obstacle up. Not making no sense, bro. I think y'all milking the system. That's what I think. That's what I think. Haney got too much of a hothead and became his own boss too fast. No, it's never a problem to become your own boss. I will never speak bad against that. My thing is, was it the right move given his career trajectory? Look at all of the people he wants to fight, and he can't fight. Even the people on the DAZN side of the street, he ain't even getting them fights. What is this telling you? What is this telling you? Either A, they see him as a humongous threat, or B, they probably do see him as that threat and still going to use him as bait. They're not going to use Devin to bring down one of their bigger champions or some shit like that. Man, this shit is sad, bro. But y'all talking about some of y'all making all these moves and y'all all this and y'all all that, man. Come on, man. Hey, Trill Bill, man, stop letting little Devin, man, hide behind you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let little Devin come out and speak for himself. You know what I'm saying? Real spill. You and then, yeah, y'all see Trill Bill flashing the rollies and shit. You flousy balling, huh? Guess you got more watches than your son, huh? You know what I'm saying? That's what be killing me about these pops out here nowadays. Respect the Big Gary Russell. You don't never see Big Gary out here showing flossing harder than his sons, showing his house is bigger than his sons, his car's better than his sons. You ain't gonna never see Big Gary do no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's some real shit because some people ain't tripping off the spotlight. Ain't that right, Bill? Some people ain't tripping off the spotlight. You know what I mean? They try to say Haney got the best of my boy Tank when he was 16 in sparring. Bro, I seen the Shakur Stevenson versus Devin Haney sparring tapes. And I got to keep it 100 with y'all. I thought Shakur Stevenson did get the better of that. And that's not me saying that because of the Gary Russell situation. I've been saying that for months. I've been saying that on show after show after show. I believe that Shakur Stevenson did get the best of Devin Haney. Now, that was a long time ago. Don't get me wrong. Devin, cool. I got power questions when it comes to Devin. You know, I think his boxing ability is sharp. I think his speed is sharp. His coordination, everything is good. But I got power questions. I got power questions. Is that the reason you're not going to 140? Scared that power ain't going to carry up? I got power questions. Without power, you won't be Gary. You're not faster. Shakur was faster in that sparring all day. And he just looked more methodical in that sparring, bro. He was pushing Devin back. He was jabbing him to the stomach, standing on the outside, using that good head movement. Shakur looked serious in that sparring session, bro. I love Shakur Stevenson, man. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that Shakur gonna do, even when Shakur called out Gary, Shakur called out Gary. Shakur went on TV and said he'll take that fight with Gary. He respects Gary. He's been in that gym. He know what that gym about. He know what Gary Antonio about. You know what I'm saying? He know what it's about. So, but he came out and said I would take the fight with Gary. Respected Shakur Stevens. He didn't send his daddy. He ain't send his mama. He ain't send granddaddy, grandma. He ain't send his auntie. He came out and said he wanted to fight. You know what I'm saying? Sparring is sparring. When it's on the line and for the bag, when it counts, it's all that matters. All day. All day. Sparring doesn't really matter. But they were young. But I'm just saying, fundamental-wise, it just looked to me in that sparring session that far as progression concerned, it looks to me that Shakur was a bit ahead of Devin Haney. You know what I mean? Now, Shakur is an Olympian and everything like that. So I guess that's to be expected. You know what I mean? But yet and still, he just looked ahead of Haney. You know what I mean? But Shakur ain't done nothing at 130, so he needs to get work before worrying about 35 all day. I agree with that 100%. I think Shakur needs to slow down. I know he's getting big. I know he's growing. But I do want him to slow down. I want him to do something at 130 before he even thinks about 35. Win a belt or two, reign for a minute, you know, if you can, and then go up, you know. I know he want to smoke. I know he want to earn that name. I know he want that big legacy. But Shakur is a talent. I believe I'm almost close to calling him special. And something like that, bro, you want to take your time with, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. That's just my opinion, you know what I mean? That's just my opinion. But yeah, man, so it is what it is. And I hear Devin calling out Tank. How you gonna call out Tank, but you calling him out from the zone? That don't make no sense to me. It just don't make no sense. Fight fans, y'all gotta stop falling for these smoke and mirrors, man. Y'all gotta stop falling for these smoke and mirrors. If Devin wanted Gary, he would have never left, you know what I'm saying? Or he would have had a counter offer come back. Or he would have got on the camera himself instead of sending his daddy. He did. That remind me of that scene in Fridays when the pops had to come and try to get the dude belt back. You want some of this, old man? No. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go get your pops, bro. This shit is sad, bro. Like, come on, man. Hey, pops, fall back, bro. You ain't no fighter. Yeah, you do the business. Go in the boardroom, bro. But you ain't no fighter. Let the man talk for it. Let the boy talk for himself. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Chin Smoke, good morning, family. Good morning to your family. Good morning to you, man. What's up with you? What you think about Wilder needs to do in the third fight? Wilder needs to just work. Wilder needs to just keep his head down and work and come up with a superior game plan. All Wilder needs to do, work on get that road work in, get them legs up, work on certain things, remain patient, and he'll be just fine. Keep his mental sharp, keep his mental up, stay off the social media, stay off the internet, don't do an interview. I don't want to hear nothing from his family. I don't want to hear nothing from Wilder. I don't even want to know Wilder exists at this point. I want Wilder in a tunnel, in a cave, locked in with the door locked, no cameras allowed, with one light hanging above the ceiling, and he's training. That's what I want Deontay Wilder to do, you know. But as far as what he needs to do, he definitely has to work on going backwards, just in case he's put in that position again. And most importantly, continue to work on that patience. He's not going to turn into a different fighter. This is not Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz, where Anthony Joshua comes back as a different fighter. I don't want to see that. I want him to see him add little additions, like going backwards, working on going backwards, things like that, and take your heart and everything that you know and go in there and win that fight. You know what I mean? Mayweather used to allow guys to be effective against him in the gym because he was working on specifics. Yeah, hey, I'm like the same way as you, Stormy B, man. I'm not a big looker into sparring. I mean, usually when a lot of cats come to me and they're like sparring, yo, this happened in sparring. You know, Earl Spence Black, Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s iron sparring. Like, that shit don't mean nothing to me. I'm with you. I know how sparring goes, where they work on certain things. So even though this guy may be coming forward and you see the other guy going backwards and you look like you're retreating, but that could just be the one thing that he's working on, fighting going backwards. But we looking at it as, oh, he's pushing him back. It's sparring. You know what I'm saying? If a fighter may allow you to hit him to see how many certain punches he can take. You see how his punch resistance is. It's a sparring. You never know what they're working on in sparring. So I just brought the Shakur and Devin thing up just to show that Shakur to me just looked levels above, beyond Devin Haney at that point. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, Stormy, you right on point with that, famo. You right on point with that, man. So it's just that, you know, I just want everybody to know, man. Look, man, we need to stop this, bro. We got a bad habit in boxing as boxing fans too. Look, he slid past me. We got a bad habit. You ain't coming up. We got a bad habit in boxing. We got a bad habit in boxing of picking on the duck fighters, of saying, oh, these guys don't do that. I seen videos this morning. But what has Gary Russell Jr. done? What has he done? He's only fought one opponent per year. But yet, when I ask anyone to give me one name of someone that's willing to fight him, you cannot do it. But yet, we want to pick on Gary. When I say Terrence Crawford, oh, he's the duck fighter. Well, you know, Terrence Crawford is this, and he should have did that, and he should have did this. Yet, he's a duck fighter. But we jump on Crawford. Where y'all boxing fans coming from? Y'all 2020 fans or what? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell is going on with that? How do we pick on duck fighters? Bro, I told y'all in yesterday's video, and I don't want to dwell too much on this. I told y'all yesterday, Terrence Crawford, got Sean Porter, facts. Yordanis Ugas, facts. Virgil Ortiz, facts. Manny Pacquiao, facts. Mikey Garcia, facts. These are all people that can easily fight Terrence Crawford at the snap of a finger, but they will not even utter the man's name. But he's a duck fighter, but it's Terrence Crawford's fault. It's Terrence Crawford's fault. I got Showtime Sean Porter saying he loved Terrence Crawford. I want to fight him because I love him. I told him the other day I love him. Y'all see the video I did. I love him. I'm in love with Terrence Crawford. You know, roses are red, violets are blue, sugar is sweet, and so are you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the you know what I mean? Like, he loves Terrence Crawford. I ain't never heard a boxer say that. You know what I'm saying? Man, wasn't even at your wedding, but you love the man, though, cousin. Then on top of that, then we got Virgil Ortiz. Before his last fight, it was, I want Terrence Crawford, Thurman, whoever, Earl, all of them. After the fight, Terrence who? Terrence what? Oh, no, I'm going down the WBA route, but you number 2 in the WBO. It has to stop somewhere, fight fans. You got to open your eyes up, you know what I'm saying? Look at my main man, Gary Russell Jr. Josh Warrington, facts, right? Leo Santa Cruz, facts. Javante Tank Davis, facts. Devin Haney, facts, you know what I'm saying? All of these duckers, you know what I'm saying? Oscar Valdez, Miguel Burchot, I don't care who you got. Let's just clean all of this up. Everybody from 126 to 135 is ducking Gary Russell Jr. And if I'm lying, please give me a name in the comment section. Give me a name. Give me a name. But we want to pick on those fighters. And then you got those clowns out here that actually want to put them two in a fight together. What the hell is going on in boxing? What the hell is going on in boxing? We talking about putting a featherweight against a welterweight. The number 1 pound-for-pound fighter in boxing. Nobody can't come up with nothing else to make these dudes fight anybody. But fuck it, don't they just fight each other? Yo, man. I will never go against ducked fighters. Devin Haney was on a duck fighter's list. I thought he was a duck fighter until Gary Russell Jr. brought the smoke to him. Now there is no more duck involving Devin Haney. So it is what it is. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. We know it. I'm expecting Devin Haney to go on social media. He'll be on Twitter popping shit at Gary. I'm sure. He won't come to the interview. He won't be there when Devin and when Gary is there. But he'll go to Twitter. He'll go to Instagram. Probably send his father back out to barbershop conversations. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. But like I say, Devin's a good kid, and he does everything that his dad asks him to do, and he doesn't jaywalk. He would never shoplift. He goes to Sunday school. When he wakes up in the morning, his father fixes him an egg and cheese sandwich, and he sends him off with a lunch pail, and sends him on his day to work. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much Devin Haney. So I guess I shouldn't talk bad about a good kid. You don't hear no stories about him, which is very, very good. I think he made the honor roll. Last I heard, he was on a debate team or something like that. He is a very, very good kid. And I don't knock good kids. That's very cool. You know what I mean? But just to get off the porch, I think he has to call his father just to leave the porch. And I think the car that he drives is in his daddy's name. So I'm not sure how that goes. You know what I'm saying? So whenever Devin can sign that permission slip, tell him to give Gary Russell Jr. a call. And we'll see what's good. Much love to the fam, man. I'm going to get up out of here, man. Much love to you all. Stay stressed and sucker free. I repeat, stressed and sucker free, bro. Stress is everywhere out here. You got to resist it. The devil is everywhere, omnipresent, coming to ruin your day, your life, your everything. Don't allow it. Thumbs up on the way out if you did not hit it on the way in for the homie. We will be back soon for We Talking Boxing. Be on the lookout for it, man. It's just that fight fans, I'm telling y'all, bro, I'm just very, very occupied. This is honestly the only chances of the day for the most part that I get a chance to sit down and really do a live stream. And it's before the day starts. You know what I mean? So I try to get one out before the day starts. But I will be back. And when I come back, I'm coming back with a vengeance. I mean, vengeance. We gonna turn up. To the next one. Peace out.